Chapter 737. Knights are blocking access to the area around the lake. They were from the Diarca family. Diarca? She inquired. Yes, it wasn't just any member of the Diarca family. There is only one who could do this, the Duke of Diarca himself. Everyone was taken aback. They had come in pursuit of Baron Renbow, but the sudden appearance of the influential Duke of Diarca was unforeseen. Ever recall the information that Baron Renbow was one of the nobles who followed the Duke of Diarca. The Emperor had anticipated that the fleeing sage would meet with Baron Renbow, but to find the Duke of Diarca at the very location towards which Renbow was headed was indeed surprising. It seemed too connected to be a mere coincidence. Ever, what should we do? Gakane asked, his eyes mirroring her thoughts. Even if they found Baron Renbow, the presence of the Duke of Diarca at the same location would make it difficult for them to approach. It was even more likely if Baron Renbow and the sage were planning to meet the Duke. But difficulty did not mean impossibility. The fact that it wasn't impossible meant there was no reason to give up. Thus, Ever decided not to retreat. As any member of the cavalry would think, they had a chance. Her eyes sharpened as she spoke. The Emperor's command was to pursue Baron Renbow, but the underlying reason was to capture the sage. Therefore, our primary concern isn't the Duke of Diarca or Baron Renbow. It's finding the sage and his party. Silence followed. I believe Baron Renbow and the sage have come to meet the Duke of Diarca to find a solution to the current situation. If that's the case, the sage must be somewhere around here, right? We are going to find them then, Gakane stated, understanding her intent. Ever nodded. Exactly. If we combine the strength of everyone here, it's definitely possible. Of course, it will be more dangerous than initially anticipated. If anyone wants to opt out, say it now. The members exchanged glances. Then, confident yet tense smiles spread across their faces. No one would. Naturally, no one expressed a desire to leave. Pruel and Revlin, although they had led somewhat different lives from typical nobility, were not devoid of noble understanding. Particularly Revlin, who had lived in the capital all his life, astutely analyzed the situation. The knights won't guard the lakeside indefinitely. The Duke of Diarca likely ordered a temporary restriction to ensure nothing was amiss before using the lake. Since it's a spot frequented by nobles, even someone of the Duke's stature can't block it for hours on end. I see. Once the knights lift the restriction and others start entering the lakeside, we should blend in. If we keep an eye on the Duke's party, Baron Renbow and the sage will surely appear, especially if their goal is to meet with the Duke. Everyone agreed with Revlin's sensible conclusion. The elder siblings laughed wildly and playfully slung an arm around Revlin's shoulder. Exactly. If our target seems to be the Duke, it's easier to wait at the final destination rather than stirring up everywhere. Smart thinking. Thank you for the compliment. But still, you need to raise your voice more. The elder siblings and Revlin whispered amongst themselves, sharing jokes in a casual manner. Their commentary had grown thanks to a sense of kinship among the few teenagers in the group during his time as a temporary member. Ever surmised that Revlin, who had faced many challenges and was still under the scrutiny of his older brother, could brighten up in this manner thanks largely to the uninhibited influence of the boisterous elder siblings. It was a heart-warming sight, but as her gaze shifted to the lake outside the window, her smile faded. Just as Revlin said, people are starting to enter the lakeside, she observed. Let's get ready, everyone. We will divide into groups to monitor the area and share information. Ever split the party into 3 groups. First, Revlin and the elder siblings, donning hats to lightly conceal their hair and features, headed to the lakeside, acting like carefree young nobles. Following at intervals, Pruel, transformed into a noblewoman and cradled her cat Nepelin, set out accompanied by Ever, dressed as a plainclothes bodyguard armed with a sword. The idea was that a man holding a cat accompanied by a female escort was a strange sight enough to attract attention. But there was nothing special about a noblewoman doing the same thing. Gakane, the last of the group, stayed near Pruel's mansion, his body hidden by a shadow clone. From this vantage point, he could quickly spot and assist any team member in danger. The sun's a bit harsh for winter. I think I need a parasol, Pruel remarked, naturally playing the part of a graceful noblewoman. Of course, my lady, Eva responded as she shielded Pruel's head with a parasol, scanning their surroundings. The scenic lakeside, bustling with nobles enjoying leisurely walks or relaxing afternoons, was a world apart from the bustling Seventh Wall district where the cavalry headquarters was located. The Duke of Diarca was undoubtedly somewhere around, but the large lake, dotted with trees perfect for concealment, made it challenging to spot him immediately. As Eva surveyed the area, she was caught off guard by a voice and lowered her eyes beneath the parasol she was holding. Don't look around too much. The essence of being an escort is to never take your eyes off the person you're protecting. Ah, I'm sorry. Was I too noticeable? It's hard to miss someone like Miss Beck. I will watch for you, so don't worry too much. Ah, these two. Pruel's voice, though delicate and sharp, was filled with assurance. Knowing who it was, yet hearing such a drastically different manner of speaking felt like interacting with a completely different person. Pruel's ability to transform into a different gender was no small feat, yet he managed it effortlessly. His gestures and manners were so impeccably noble that onlookers who occasionally showed interest would soon drift away after a few smiles and responses from him. However, Eva knew from previous discussions that maintaining such a transformation became increasingly difficult over time. The longer this went on, the more taxing it would be for him. We need to find them soon. Pretending to tilt the parasol further over Pruel's head to shield both their faces, Eva spoke. Are your feet hurting by any chance? Pruel, who had been walking steadily, almost stumbled at the question. Why do you ask? You're wearing high heels. It's fine for a short while, but walking for long must be challenging. If needed, I can carry you. Ever, you cannot do that to a guy who is crushing on you. Though spoken indirectly, the concern in Ever's words was evident, worrying that Pruel might be struggling in his transformed state. Pruel remained silent for quite some time before smiling and shaking his head. It's a kind gesture, but I'm fine. I'm not that fragile. Ever was about to insist that he speak up if he felt strained when Revlin's voice reached their ears. Do you hear me? I have found the Duke of Diarca. He seems to have come with his younger son, Sir Keol de Diarca. Head north towards the fenced musk trees. Revlin's ability to transmit his voice only to specific individuals he chose had grown significantly since he'd broken free from his family's constraints. Now, even at great distances and under certain conditions, he could communicate his intentions. Ever and Pruel exchanged glances and, as if on cue, quickened their pace northward. Revlin's voice continued, updating them with the evolving situation. The Duke of Diarca doesn't seem to be waiting for anyone else. He's just talking with Sir Keol. Sir Keol looks bored. Oh, I think our eyes just met. Maybe he recognized me? No, it seems he didn't after all. Hurry up, banner and bow, our target has just appeared. Pruel quickened his pace, but the limitations of his dress and heels were evident. Ever noticing Pruel's near fall, reached out timely to catch the disguised noblewoman and lifted her up with ease. Her ability to momentarily concentrate immense strength in her fingertips would be slightly extended to other body parts, meaning she could easily carry a petite noblewoman and an even tinier kitten. Whoa. Sorry, but bear with me for a moment. It's better than getting hurt. Hold Niplin tightly so he doesn't fall. Pruel, who had been flustered, soon calmed down. Ever was unaware of the blush spreading to his ears. There it is. They soon reached an area crowded with people. The most prominent figure was a stoic, noble-looking, raccoon-faced elder, the face Ever had not forgotten since the unfortunate incident at the cavalry's recent Western Mission celebration party. It was undoubtedly the Duke of Diarca. Beside the Duke stood a young knight with a vexed expression, tall and handsome but with an equally disagreeable demeanor. Ever recognized him well, Sir Keole de Diarca, infamous in the cavalry for being soundly defeated by Eather in a past altercation. Ever remembered him for another reason. Recently, Sir Keole had abruptly visited the cavalry, demanding to meet Eather Ale and causing quite a stir before leaving. When Ever and her colleagues reported the incident to Eather, his response was memorable. "Don't bother about that guy. Next time, just leave him be and let me know what he says." While the details of the past between Eather and Sir Keole de Diarca were unknown, that reply had left a lasting impression.